All right. Mike, I know you've played inside and outside in your time here with the thin numbers at tackle. Has there been any talk of moving you inside at all?
Maybe some third down stuff here and there, but not. I don't think I'll be in there much. Basically at DN.
Is that a move that you would be comfortable with, though, if you had to make it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm familiar. I've been here 5 years now, so I know what they're doing inside. It wouldn't be it. I don't have to learn a whole new position. It was just some technique stuff. That would be it.
Do you take a little bit of pride in kind of being that Swiss Army knife of the D-line and be able to do whatever they need you to?
Kinda. I even tell Coach Austin, I'm sitting there, I'm like, put me at receiver. I'll do anything with me. Anywhere that gets me on the field more.
Yeah, that catch in the championship.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's why I was just pull up the film.
Have you taken more of a leadership role this season, or is that something that's come natural to you?
Yeah, I've tried to, and I think it has come natural to me and all the seniors. Me and Kyle, being the only two seniors on the D line, have kind of stepped it up, and we're even trying to lead the inside guys a little bit. And that's one thing we've been trying to figure out what they do inside a little bit more, so we can help them out with all that.
Is that, it would help you if you made that move too, but kind of by learning the entire defensive line, you think that gives you legitimacy as a captain or as a leader?
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha. I would ask Zach Drop about the offense making the next step. The Bison defense has kind of established itself year in, year out as the best in the country, and you guys have even raised the bar of what you expect from yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys keep that going this year?
It just all comes in the offseason. Our seasons have been so long lately. We can't sit there and take a month off in the offseason. You got to start right away, and just you got to change your mindset to next year. And we've had that mindset all offseason. Like you said, we've been very consistent in how we've played on defense, and we just got to continue the consistency.
With all these playoff runs, you guys are practicing and playing in January every year. A lot of teams might be sitting at home by Thanksgiving break. Do you feel like that gives the program an edge beyond the starters, but that the second and third string guys get more reps and get more ready?
Yeah, I think it helps the young guys a lot, because the more they can be on the field, whether it's they're on scout team, going against like Billy Turner last year on scout team is better than sitting at home, working out every 3 days or whatever they would do over Christmas break. Just being on the field, anything you can do on the field in your pads, it's good for the young guys.
Actually, you already answered that one. Yeah, I guess pressure is a good one. You mentioned you and Kyle, and the defensive line is obviously the least experienced unit on that defense. Obviously, the linebacker has people back, secondary.
Yeah.
You mentioned helping the guys, but do you and Kyle feel more pressure to produce, to kind of be leaders by example?
Yeah, but just the way our defense works, if you do your job, the plays are going to come to you. Everyone's got to trust the system and trust what the coaches are telling them. If you do your job, everything will come to you, and that's kind of what we need to get into the younger guys' minds. Every once in a while they'll see the play going over here and they want to hop out of their gap to get it, but to just stay there, it'll come back to you, and it will be fine.
Have you noticed a noticeable difference in this staff compared to the last one?
No, yes. I don't really know how to answer that. It's football still. That's a big thing, They coach a little bit different in some ways they don't. When it comes down to it, it's the same system. It's just still playing football.
Guys like you, Colton Hegel, Kyle Emanuel, even Christian does it. You guys have played a lot of football,
yeah.
And now you're going into training camp. It could be easy to kind of just take the first couple of days and go easy, but I think you guys are going harder now than you guys have in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Is that by design, or what's up with that?
That's just the mentality that's instilled in you here. Like I said, with Coach Kramer in the offseason, if you get complacent at all, he's the first one yelling at you and getting you going again. That's just the mentality everyone has here. And as a young guy, that's the mentality that you try to teach them. Is there's no complacency, there's no taking it easy. It's 100% every play.
You've been a rotational player in your time. You've been kind of hidden behind Manuel and hidden behind Cole Jurek.
Yep.
You've shuffled inside. Probably going from 25 snaps to maybe 40 snaps this year.
Yeah.
Are you more excited to have that type of role and finally be on the field for a good amount of time?
Yes, I'm really excited for it. But we've been so deep at D-line. You look at a guy like Lavoie, he was our 50 tackle last year, and he would have started for a lot of teams, We've been just so deep, we've been fortunate for that. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to, being out there as much as I can. I've been trying to run more, get my body into that type of shape more, and I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm excited.
My last question for you, if I challenged you to an eating contest right now, would you be game for that?
Yeah, I would beat you again. I would beat you again.
If I challenge you to a rematch, could we make that happen?
I would beat you again.
Okay, now we got that on film. Good, perfect. Excellent. We're going to make that happen.